Hey guys, vegan cyclists. Today we're going to talk about goals. Goals for cycling, and when you say I want to be stronger on the bike, you're going to need to make some sort of goals to achieve that, because being strong is subjective. What is strong? Setting certain goals that you know that are objective, that you can actually achieve, and have some sort of metrics of gauging will lead you to that overall goal of being strong. So let's kind of go over the hierarchy of these goals, time frame wise, right? Long term, short term, that's just not enough. The long term is just this point in the future that is not now, and possibly we all think that some intervention is going to happen between now and then that's going to make that goal come true. We are that intervention. We need to make those things happen to achieve that goal. And when it's like, well, in 10 years, it's so easy to set that far out and go, well, in the future, next year. I heard this on Joe Rogan's podcast. I don't know who said it, but inspiration is like bathing. It only works if it's practiced daily. So to have a long-term goal of, say, I want to be a world champion, okay, well, that's so pie in the sky. And if we're not constantly like working towards that goal every single day, there's no way we're going to achieve it. So we got to make more manageable goals. So let's structure it out like this. Here's our super top tier long-term goal. I want to be a world champion. Now, the chances of me being a world champion or you being a world champion, probably not that good. Only one person can be a world champion each year. Statistically speaking, that's a very grandiose goal. But now, here's a super inspirational meme. When you shoot for the stars and you miss, you land on the moon. The idea being that you have these huge goals that are maybe unobtainable, probably unobtainable, but if you shoot for them anyway and you actually give 100% to achieve that, you will end up in a place that you could never have imagined you being in the first place when you started. So let's put our world champion at the top of our goal list. Okay, what's the easiest thing we can do to achieve that goal? And that's what you got to go with, not the hardest thing, because to achieve that goal, I would have to be on a world tour team, okay? Let's use that as an example. That's really hard to do. There's so much that is involved with that. Let's not make that a goal yet. What is something I can do? I can be a state champion. And I say that because I can race in my state championships. I can actually participate. The chances of me actually winning, but it is something that I actually can do. So there's my next goal. Still, those two are really long-term goals. I can always put them off in the future. I can always push them away next time, next year. Blah. What are things I can do to achieve state championship? In 2017, these are the things that I am going to achieve. I'm going to be a Cat 1. I'm going to win one race. I'm going to hit 375 watts for 20 minutes. And I'm actually going to race the state championships. So those are goals for the next year. And they're actually obtainable goals set inside of some reality and data. 375 watts for 20 minutes is something that I can gauge that that's a possibility. I've hit 350 watts for 20 minutes this year. The year before that, I was like 330. The year before that, I was like 320, but 10 pounds heavier. So this goal of 375 watts is not just some pie in the sky. It is actually something that I believe is obtainable. It's hard, difficult, for sure, but it's not 700 watts for 20 minutes. That's just ridiculous. Winning one race. That's something that I can do. That's, again, the easiest step, the lowest hanging fruit to achieve all above goals would be to win one race. Not 10, not 20, just let's win one. And then let's reevaluate our goals at that point. So now we can say we've got two long-term goals, we have our yearly goal, now let's make our like quarterly goal. Or like in the next, say, 3 months, okay? What can we do to achieve the above goals? Well, to hit 375 watts, I need to hit 350 watts. And to hit 350 watts, I need to know what my power is. So in the next 3 months, I'm going to do a power test. I'm going to find out where I currently am. If I'm at 300 watts for 20 minutes, okay. If I'm at 320, okay. If I'm at 280, whatever. I got to find out where I'm at so I can gauge my training and figure out just how far away I am and plot little mini goals along the way. So in the next 3 months, I'm going to ride 40 hours a month. I'm going to build my base so that my training can be really strong for next year. I'm going to maybe get in the gym in the next 3 months. To win one race, the subset goals would be to find a race that I know I can win. It doesn't have to be the biggest race around, I can sandbag. All I gotta do is win one race. I don't care what race it is. If there's 7 guys in the race and they're all sick and they all have flat tires, whatever, I'm gonna win that race. And when I do, that's achieving that goal, and then I can reevaluate the goals from that point. Being a Cat 1, I mean, this is obviously just getting my points, and then to race the state championship, I have to sign up. Those are my 3-month goals. So now let's do a 1-month goal. What am I gonna do this month, in the next 30 days? Well, I gotta do 10 hours a week. I'm gonna have to do some intervals. I'm gonna have to do that power test. You see how there's like the tiers are going? Go even smaller than that. What am I gonna do this week? Well, I'm gonna ride today, I'm gonna intervals tomorrow, I'm gonna ride Wednesday, I'm gonna do my power test on Thursday, I'm gonna take Friday off, big ride with friends on Saturday. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do this week. What am I gonna do today? Well, today I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get a 2-hour ride in. This is definitely something I can do. What am I gonna do right now? Well, I can't ride for the next couple hours, so what can I do right now to achieve all above set goals? I could watch my weight, I could eat better. So instead of eating a bag of chips or cookies, maybe I make myself some oatmeal or I have a smoothie, right? I can do that right now. So you have this whole structure of goals, and it definitely looks super daunting when you kind of stand back and look at the whole thing. But you gotta make these small bite-sized pieces, because inevitably your plans are not gonna go the way you want them to. And you're gonna have to be able to adjust and change your goals as you go. Having small little bite-sized pieces will also help motivate you. My goal to hit 375 watts, when I hit 310 for 20 minutes, it's like a victory. Because now I'm closer to hitting 320, which means when I hit 320, I'm now closer to hitting 330, right? And you just keep working your way in. I guarantee you that if you work something out like this and you stick to it and you keep motivating yourself, then dude, you're gonna end up somewhere fantastic that you never thought you would have ended up in the first place. But so let's get real specific on what goals you need to be worrying about for cycling. And this is why power meters are so amazing, is that they definitely give like a very objective, tangible thing to achieve. Your power to weight ratio, right? What are you right now? 200 pounds and you do 250 watts for 20 minutes? That's probably like 2.5 watts per kilo, something like that. So your goal could be to hit 3 watts per kilo. Or if you were only hitting 250 watts for 20 minutes, your goal could be to hit 275 watts for 20 minutes. Other power meter goals could be like your 5-minute goal, your 10-minute goal. You know, what's your best power for 5 minutes? 300 watts? Well, try to make that 320, 350, right? Try to up them. What's your hour power? Work on improving that. But if you don't have a power meter, you can also work on speed. Okay, what's your fastest 10-mile TT? 22 miles an hour? Okay, go out and start making a goal to hit 23. And when you hit 23, make the goal to hit 24. And so on, and so on. And if you have no metrics whatsoever, you're gonna have to make some up. You're gonna have to say, well, I wanna get to the store and back in 10 minutes. Right now, I do it in around 12. And obviously there's a ton of variables that affect that, but whatever. Achieving something is better than achieving nothing. You could have a goal of beating everyone on your local group ride, or finishing your group ride. Just finishing with the pack, that could be a goal. Now, obviously this can be applied to every aspect of your life, and honestly, the greatest habits of successful people are writing things down. I have a whiteboard. I write on my whiteboard everything I want to achieve. A lot of that stuff, I don't achieve. I don't make it. I don't hit my goal, but I hit my subset goals, at least most of them. And then I have a feeling of accomplishment. And where I end up being is a lot closer to what I wanted to achieve than if I had never started in the first place. But if you don't have a whiteboard, write it down in a notebook. You could do that. Or what I've done before is email myself. I have an idea for a video. I email myself. I have these reminders. Keep trying to remember to push towards those goals. And honestly, there is no like failure in goals, okay? This is again, so meme-ish, right? But you're not going, the failure is in giving up that goal. If I fail to hit my 375 watts for 20 minutes this year, or in 2017, that's okay. It's not a failure until I give up on that goal altogether. I can reevaluate my state, my fitness, my plan, and work for that for 2018. But if I'm honestly giving 100% to hit 375 watts for 20 minutes, I'm gonna get pretty freaking close. I hope this helps. This was literally the 3rd time I've shot this video today. Talk about goals to make good produced videos. I didn't like the first 2. So what are your goals? Let me know. I mean, what are you trying to achieve in 2017? As always, guys, vegan cyclist. Yeah.